Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to completely expose one of the smartest, most pervasive marketing tricks ever created. I'm talking about the illusion of free shipping. You know the feeling, right? You see those two words, free shipping, and boom, you instantly want to buy something. It gives us this immediate rush, kind of like we're beating the system and scoring a massive deal. But as we're going to see today, things are not exactly what they seem when you finally hit that checkout screen. So here's the big question. Does free shipping actually save you money? Honestly, it's a question we almost never stop to ask ourselves in the heat of the moment. Seeing that offer instantly makes us want to click buy, but we really have to ask if we're actually saving cash or if we're secretly spending way more than we ever planned to. The research behind this is fascinating, and it challenges the very foundation of how we shop online. It suggests that in our quest to save a few bucks, we might actually be stepping right into a highly engineered psychological snare. Which brings us to Section 1, the free shipping trap, the illusion of saving money. Let's look at exactly how this illusion is built to catch millions of everyday shoppers. Moving right along to Section 2, the checkout cart math, breaking down a typical purchase. I want you to picture this. You're shopping online for a specific $28 item that you genuinely need. You went to the website with a singular purpose, you found the item, you put it in your cart, and you are fully prepared to pay. Up until this exact point, you are acting completely rationally. But then, right before checkout, you get hit with this exact message. We have all been there, right? Suddenly, your totally rational plan just goes completely out the window. Instead of just buying that one thing you needed, this prompt pushes you to start frantically scouring the site. You're looking for a random phone case for a phone you don't even own, 15 pairs of socks, or a water bottle when your cupboards are already full of them, just to hit that magical limit. You completely abandon your original plan because the site just dangled a shiny reward in front of you. Now, what's literally wild about this is the behavioral shift it triggers. You just spent an extra $22 on random stuff you didn't even want. Psychologists point out that in this moment, you actually feel like you won. You feel this huge sense of victory because you crossed the threshold. But let's look at the actual math here. You just parted with 22 of your hard-earned dollars for things that were absolutely not on your radar when you woke up this morning. And here is the kicker. You did all of that just to avoid a simple $7 shipping fee. When you actually put those numbers side by side, the logic just completely falls apart. You spent $22 to save $7. From a purely mathematical standpoint, you are absolutely in the red. Yet in your mind, you scored this amazing deal. So how does that happen? How do millions of us make this exact same math error every single day? Let's explore that in Section 3, the psychology of shopping, why we hate shipping fees. To figure out why we make that error, we have to look deeper than just the numbers on the screen. It has everything to do with how our brains are wired to react. Online stores have a deep understanding of consumer psychology, which is the study of how our emotional reactions drive our purchasing decisions. The data shows that shoppers have this intense, almost visceral hatred for shipping fees. Like, we hate it so much we'd literally rather drop $20 extra on absolute junk than pay a small shipping charge. A shipping fee just feels like a penalty. It feels like you're throwing money into the void. But buying an extra pair of socks, that feels tangible, even if you absolutely don't need more socks. That emotional reaction is exactly what businesses are banking on. And this brilliantly illustrates what's going on behind the scenes. Retailers spend billions, yes, billions with a B, studying your behavior. They are constantly testing everything. Pricing strategies, checkout page designs, shipping offers, promotional deals, the whole shebang. Their goal isn't just to sell you that one $28 item. No way. Their ultimate goal is to maximize the amount you spend every single time you visit, basically engineering a checkout flow that plays right into our psychological blind spots. So let's jump into Section 4, the reality of shipping. Someone always pays. Let's peel back the curtain on how shipping actually works, because free shipping is in itself a total contradiction. Here's the hard truth. Shipping is almost never truly free. Someone always pays for the physical boxes, the packing materials, the massive delivery trucks, and the drivers. That cost, it's either already baked right into the product's base price from the get-go, or it's covered because the store nudged you to inflate your cart size. When they get you to spend that extra $22, they easily cover the shipping cost while instantly boosting their own profit margins. Basically, the house always wins. Think about your own habits right now. Have you ever justified throwing extra items into your cart by telling yourself, "Oh, I'll totally use this later"? You convince yourself it's a super practical purchase, but then the stuff arrives and it literally just sits completely untouched in a dusty corner for weeks, months, or maybe even years. What felt like a really smart, rational financial move at checkout was actually just a purely emotional purchase driven by the dread of a shipping fee. Okay, moving to section 5, how to shop smarter, logic over emotion. Now that we've totally decoded this trap, let's talk about how smart people use logic to dodge these emotional purchases entirely. Look at the stark contrast between these two mindsets. The emotional shopper is always asking, how can I get free shipping? They're chasing that fleeting feeling of winning, playing the game exactly how the retailer designed it. But the smart shopper? They rely on a fundamentally different, purely logical mindset. They ask a completely different question that removes the emotional trigger of the shipping fee right out of the equation. This right here is your golden rule. Would I still buy these extra items if shipping didn't exist? Honestly, if the answer is no, then you are falling for the trap. Applying this one simple question to your online shopping can literally save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over time. It forces you to evaluate a product based on its actual value to your life, not just as a tool to game a digital shopping cart algorithm. So the next time you see those words, free shipping, I want you to follow these 3 simple steps. First, literally pause for a moment at checkout. Break that emotional momentum. Second, do the actual math. Compare the extra money you're about to spend against the tiny shipping fee you're trying to dodge. And third, make your decision based on pure logic. Companies make bank when we react emotionally, but we keep our money when we slow down and spend intentionally. When you apply that logic, you'll often discover a really counterintuitive truth. Simply eating that $5 or $6 shipping fee is usually the true financially smart decision. It is way cheaper to pay a small fee for exactly what you need rather than burning significantly more cash on random products you literally never planned to own in the first place. I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder the next time you're filling up an online cart. Is the most expensive shipping fee actually the extra money you spend chasing an illusion? Something that was never truly free to begin with. Real financial freedom comes from intentional spending, not from chasing discounts. Keep that logic in mind the next time you hit a checkout page and watch how much you actually save.